Hello, everybody. It's Andy Tucker with AJT Guns and Gunsmithing. I am the Patriot Pastor here to talk to you for a little bit today about concealed carry and weapon of choice. Does it matter what caliber your weapon is? Does it matter which manufacturer you use? All of these questions and more. Thank you for joining us today. This is, of course, the Sweetheart. This is our proprietary weapon that we build here. This is designed to compete with the mid to upper level ARs in the field. Each one, the model is the Sweetheart. Serial number starts with JENN. That's because my wife is my personal sweetheart, and they're made after her, with her in mind. A nickel boron bolt carrying group. We've got a 16.2 inch Geisley barrel, so MOA guaranteed. I've got a Fortis buttstock and aluminum grip, and these things just run. They are amazing weapons. So, I'm Andy. This is the Patriot Pastor, and I want to talk to you today about concealed carry. So, is it important that you carry? What caliber should you carry? All kinds of options, all kinds of possibilities out there. First of all, I do think it is important that you carry. I think that if you can, you ought to carry a weapon. And I think you ought to be educated about that weapon. I think if you live in a place like I do in Kentucky, we have constitutional carry. I think that's the way it ought to be. I think if you can legally own it, you should be able to legally carry it in any manner, whatever you choose. And that's what constitutional carry means. But I still encourage people to go get training. I still encourage people to go take classes, get a concealed carry permit. I go and do some tactical training. Learn how to operate your weapon. So I've got a few options here. I'm going to start with the smallest caliber that I would recommend. Is it possible to carry? So the smallest caliber I recommend is a 380. Is it possible that you could carry a 22 Magnum or a 25 or a 32? Yes, you could do it, and yes, those would probably get the job done. I'll be honest with you, I wouldn't want to get shot with any of those rounds. But it's probably not the best idea with the technology that we've got today. So the first thing I want to show you today, the first weapon I want to show you today is a Smith & Wesson Bodyguard 2.0. This thing is small. I've got fairly large hands, but look at let me see how I do this. Look at my hand behind this weapon. There is no magazine in the well, no round in the chamber. All weapons have been cleared and safe. Look at this weapon behind my hand. You can put this weapon in your pocket and not show it. I don't think you should put any weapon on your body without it being a holster, but you can put this thing in a sticky holster and it would fit in your pocket just fine. This is chambered in 380. It is a very good option for concealed carry. The next weapon I want to show you is actually one of my wife's favorites. This is one of her first handguns that she ever got. This is a Smith & Wesson M&P Shield EZ. Again, no magazine. You can see through there. No round in the chamber. All the weapons have been cleared and are made safe. This EZ model is actually designed to be especially easy to operate. It has a grip safety back here. If this grip safety is not depressed, the weapon will not fire. It also has a thumb safety here. You can get it without the thumb safety. You can get it in 380 like this one is, or in 9mm. But this is my wife's, one of my wife's favorite. It is her first handgun that she ever owned, and this is an incredible weapon. This thing is designed to operate very smoothly, very easily. It's got a very light recoil spring in here and is very easy to operate back and forth. And it doesn't have hardly any recoil on it too. Another really neat thing that Smith & Wesson did is that these magazines, they put a little tab on the follower here, so I can pull that follower down, and you can see there, you can just pour the rounds right in and have no issue with loading it. Anybody ever tried to shove rounds in a magazine with a really tight spring and wind up scratching your thumb up and hurting your thumb? You'd never have that problem with this M&P Shield EZ. Those are two options in 380. Of course, you could go to a Glock 42, which is a 380 single stack, another small option. I don't have one present for it to show off, but it is a decent idea. The next one I want to show you, though, is probably the most common weapon for concealed carry that's ever been designed. Designed by Gaston Glock. This is the Glock 19. The Glock 19. This one is in FDE. There is no magazine present. No rounds in the chamber. This weapon is clear. This one is in FDE, Flat Dark Earth. It is a limited edition, Liberty Editions, with the Statue of Liberty in the stippling here. The Glock 19 is chambered in 9mm. The Glock 19 has every extra part on the market. The Glock 19 has been around for so long. Parts are all over the place. You can have anything you want changed in these things. They come with a standard 15 round magazine. You could get one in the chamber, so it'd be 15 plus one. And they're chambered in 9mm, and they are an amazing offering for concealed carry. Again, like I said, probably one of the most popular. Another option, and I'm gonna skip actually another 9mm option. That's my personal favorite option. Another option that I've got here today, and that is not often carried anymore, is your 1911. I want to take and show you this. This 1911. I'm gonna make sure that you understand that it's clear. There's no magazine. Get my beard out of the way. There's no magazine in the well. There's no round in the chamber. In 1911. Was very, very popular for a long time as a carry weapon. It has almost fallen out of favor with a lot of people for a few reasons, and I'll go over those reasons here in just a second. But the 1911 is an option. One of the reasons that it has fallen out of favor is because of this external thumb safety that is right here. Up is safe, down is fire. Up is safe, down is fire. And most of your modern weapons like that Glock 19 do not have a thumb safety like that. And so it's a training issue where you must train over and over and over again until it becomes second nature that when you draw your weapon to present it, your thumb slides up over that safety and trips that safety down so that you're never in a position where you need to use this weapon. And because that safety is up, notice that the hammer's back, the safety is up, I cannot fire this weapon because of the thumb safety. That's one of the reasons that the 1911 has fallen out of common use. Another reason that the 1911 has fallen out of common use is because of the mag capacity. These were single stack mags, and they carry between 5 and 8 rounds in a single stack magazine. And today there's much more options in magazine capacity than 5 to 8 rounds. Another issue that people have had with these is that they're chambered, for the most part, there are options, but for the most part they're chambered in 45 ACP. And a 45 ACP is like shooting a bowling ball. And yes, it does make big holes. And yes, it puts bad guys down. But you've got less options. Whereas with a 9mm, like that Glock 19 that I had, or like the one I'm going to show you here in a minute, I've got multiple shots to put on target and to take care of the problem. Again, it's a training issue. It's a personal preference issue. I think you ought to carry what you can and what you will. But a 1911 is an option still, and some people would call it one of the best options. I do like having the steel. I like the heavy frame. I like the way that it fits. I like just the way that a 1911 functions. They are amazing weapons. I'm never going to say that I don't like my 1911s. I've got several of them. And there's different offerings now. You can buy a double stack in 9mm. I've got a double stack in 10mm out in my truck that I use. And so there are other options. This last one that I want to show you is my personal favorite. This is my preference for concealed carry. This is made by Sig Sauer. It is a P365 in Legion. It is not no magazine in, no rounds in the chamber. This Legion P365 is an incredible weapon. It came with this Legion or the SIG dot on it, and this is an incredible setup. I can consistently, by taking just a little bit of time, shoot 50-yard headshots with very little time and effort involved in it. This weapon just shoots. Sig Sauer did an amazing job when they made their 365. My wife's got a 365 XL. I've sold several 365s. I just like their weapons. So those are some options. What do you carry? What is your favorite weapon? I know I didn't cover them all, and there are a lot of other that are really, really good options. What do you think? Comment down below. Let me know what you'd carry. Let me know what caliber you like to carry. Do me a favor, if you haven't subscribed already, subscribe to this channel. And if you're watching this before May 31st at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, then go over to my YouTube channel and watch my live at 4 p.m. I will be giving away goodies at that live. That's at 4 p.m., May 31st, Eastern Standard Time. I am Andy Tucker, gunsmith with AJT Guns and Gunsmithing. I'm also the Patriot Pastor, and that means if you believe that our rights are given to us by God, like our founding fathers did, then you have a duty to exercise those rights. If you can legally carry a gun, go out and carry a gun. Take training, use it responsibly, but you ought to exercise those rights, or they can be taken away from us. I've been in many countries around the world and read lots of stories around the world of people who had their rights taken away from them because they didn't exercise them. Thank you. God bless. Have a good day.